era for American cricket began in 2021.
There he goes into a dive! What a catch!
The rise of cricket was celebrated across the country. Now, with big wickets and even bigger hits, the stars of minor league cricket are back and better than ever.
Primus goes huge!
Don't miss the nation's largest league competing for the biggest prize in American cricket. The Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship returns June 25th.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.
Action continues at the PVCC. Another blockbuster on our hands as we have Greg Hayes, Surf Riders of San Diego, take on Chicago Tigers. The captains have arrived in the middle for the toss. The captain of Chicago Tigers, Saad Ali, is with the coin, and Greg Hayes will call. To oversee the toss, our match official would be Mr. Anil Pap. The coin will go up now. Heads is a call. And heads it is. Greg, what have you decided to do?
We've decided to have a bat first today.
You have a close look at the surface, a close look at the surface. You always do. How much is this surface telling you that's a good score?
Well, you know, yesterday we defended 148, so we'll be looking to get around that mark or more today. Keep improving.
Yesterday was a wonderful game indeed. Went down to the wire. Any changes in the side after that?
Yes, we've made a couple of changes. So Ajay has come in for Devam, and we've also brought in JD, our veteran. So he's come into the side as well for Kunal.
All the best, hey?
Thank you very much.
Saad, if we can have a word with you. Saad bhai, what would you have done had you won the toss?
It just especially is a very bad first. Actually, you know, the second game start now and the fourth inning is officially is difficult. That's why I'm just choose the bat first.
So as far as the changes in the side are concerned, are there any?
Yeah, just one change in that our team. Okari is not playing and Rishi is come in the team.
Now, of course, you have to bowl first. What do you think is a good total you want to restrict the opposition within?
Yeah, just try to restrict to 140 to 150 runs. Just try. Yeah.
All the best and go well.
Thank you very much.
So the news from the center, San Diego Surf Riders have won the toss and they have decided to bat first.
So there we have it from the middle. Thank you, Suhas Vedam. Are we ready for a start here? San Diego Surf Riders, they've won the toss and they've elected to bat. Very hot and humid conditions here in Texas. Two openers out in the middle. Sai Krishna has come out with Sri Krishna has come out with Greg Hay, and Ranadeep Aleti has been given the ball. So we're ready for the final match on this pitch, final match of the weekend, and we have had some exciting matches. So all the matches were played, no threat of rain, and so we're all ready for a start. Ranadeep Aleti has been given the ball and will come into bowl to Sri Krishna. And a ball that beats the outside edge and goes through to the keeper. So good start here from Aleti. And ball going straight to Sonny Batty. So we're in the first over. And things are on the way here. So we welcome Matt into the box. Matt, Chicago Tigers, you've seen them play before, but the first time you're getting a chance to see San Diego Surf Riders, team out of the West Coast. And welcome to the final game of competitions here in what has been a very hectic weekend out at Prairie View. Sri Krishna, the man on strike, very, very tall batsman. And ball turned into the onside, so runs off the bat here for Krishna. And Greg Hay comes in to strike.
So Greg Hay out of New Zealand plays for Central Districts in the Super Smash and has got a reputation over there. Quite the attacking player is Greg Hay. Aleti runs in. Hay drives it straight back to him, so dot ball. Good start from Ranadeep Aleti.
So Greg Hay this series so far, 26, 44, and 6 not out. 6. He's a top class player, Matt. He would like the conditions here. Saw him play on the other pitch and batted well. Chicago Tigers, this is their first minor league series. New team into the mix. And a ball outside the off stump, so wide is a signal from umpire Danny Khan. The umpires out in the middle, Danny Khan and Kumar. And like the many players making the trip to Prairie View, Matt, Danny Khan, Kumar comes from various parts of the country.
Yeah, we've seen, as much as the players, we've seen a lot of movement by the umpires as well. Coming to Prairie View from Moosa Stadium to Church Street Park, wherever, on this Independence Day weekend.
So ball on the leg stump. Can score is Sri Krishna. And he remains on one for the time being. Krishna has had a one good knock in the series so far against St. Louis American. Got 23 in that game, but other than that, we've seen him scoring 14 and 1. So he will probably need to get a good score somewhere along the series. Could be this match here. Ball pushed into the offside. This has been a tidy start here from Ranadi Paletti. 1 gone, 3 on the board, 3 without loss.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Prithvish Patel into the attack. Three on the board. Hay will face.
So looking for a single. In the end, has to run back. Very contrasting builds of the batters out in the middle, Matt. You look at Greg Hay. Not a tall man, but you look at Sri Krishna. I would say he's well over 6 feet tall. Oh, it pulls into the onside. We'll only get a single. Good start here from Chicago Tigers. They've kept things relatively quiet. It has been a quiet start here from San Diego.
Yeah, and we saw them in the game against Houston Hurricanes. It did get off to a bit of a flying start from Sri Krishna and Greg Hay.
So they've lost a couple of games. Their only win, the San Diego Surf Riders, have been against the Hurricanes. They've beaten the Hurricanes at home, Matt. Have they? And so 4 on the board. A quiet start so far. And here is Prithvish Patel. Quality stuff from this opening bowler. We see Ranadi Paletti bowling a very tidy over. And Prithvish Patel very tidy so far.
Quiet from San Diego to begin. Good bowling display from the Chicago Tigers. Feel that they're used to the conditions here, having played a lot of their games this weekend here. Coming up against San Diego Surf Riders, who haven't played on this pitch yet until now.
And Matt, perhaps the highlight on this pitch, the highlight has to be the couple of centuries. Back-to-back 100 for Shahan. Still to be dismissed. Got another 100 here earlier in the day. We're watching Patel, runs into ball to Sri Krishna. And again, Krishna goes big. Doesn't connect, and the ball goes through to Sonny Bhatti.
Good over this from Prithvish Patel. Couple of big expansive shots attempted by Sri Krishna. Not getting hold of any.
We saw 200 also scored on this pitch. And so this pitch has really provided Shahan Jayasuriya. Oh, into the offside. Has he taken the catch? So it has been taken, and so the first wicket goes down. Sri Krishna has to go. And that's a diving catch from the fielder at mid-off.
Mark Ackerman, the fielder. Brilliant catch for the South African. Sri Krishna just knocking one uppishly. And Mark Ackerman is a safe fielder. Takes a tumbling catch. Take a look at this again. Prithvish Patel has his reward for a good over.
Yeah, Ackerman has been stunning in the field in the matches that we have seen. Not only he has saved runs, Matt, but he has effected dismissal. And so the first wicket goes down. San Diego Surf Riders, they have lost one with 4 runs on the board.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
So at the end of one, San Diego Surf Riders are batting at 4 for 1. Harsh Kakani comes to the middle. Ranadeep Aleti will continue. And joining me in the box is auctioneer, author, and cricket commentator. I want to say special welcome to Suhas Vedani. Welcome, Suhas.
Thank you very much. You've done your homework, it seems, on your colleagues as well, as much as the players who are out there. Well done, Lenny. Well, thank you for the warm welcome indeed. And a very good afternoon to everyone listening and watching this lovely game of cricket. Oh, that one bounced a little bit more out of syllabus. As far as the surface is concerned, it's behaved so well so far.
Yes, Suhas, we've seen a couple of hundreds, as you heard. Off the bat of Shahan Jayasuriya. Doesn't get better than that from a batting perspective. T20, it's not easy to score 100, but Shahan has done that in the space of less than 24 hours.
Shahan Jayasuriya, keeping in mind that it comes from the... Oh, lovely delivery. He comes from Sri Lanka. Perhaps he scored 2 centuries on the same day. Imagine the boys, a Sri Lankan fan going to bed watching him, then waking up and realizing he's lifting his bat again.
Yeah, and the fact is, the broader picture, Silicon Valley Strikers, they haven't lost a game yet. 5 on the trot. And they've joined Dallas Mustangs as one of the teams to beat in this tournament.
Oh, this is tight bowling from Aleti. He's bowling exactly according to the field that the captain's given him. Doesn't want to experiment much. It's called the corridor of uncertainty for a reason. He's exploring every bit of it.
So Chicago Tigers, they have lost 2. They have won 1. New team into the franchise this year, Suhas. And they'll be hoping that with many, many more games to come, they'll be looking to bounce back. Flicked away nicely here by Greg Hay. And really has been a quiet start here for the San Diego Surf Riders.
Let's just say the Surf Riders are waiting for the bigger tide. It's been a subdued start after losing the skipper early. No, the skipper is still there, rather than losing the skipper's partner early.
So Kakani comes into strike, got his highest score of 26 against the Hurricanes, but we've seen with a couple of low scores, 1 for 1, and 1 without scoring. So tidy over again from Ranadeep Aleti. He has not allowed the batsman any liberty to score. So here he comes. Kakani is driving straight up to mid-off. Suhas, and that completes over number 3, 5 for 1.
1, 2, 3.
gone 5 for 1. So it's going to be a bit more pace. Also something out of pitching, but not much to be troubling the batter. There was something on it. A little edge, and that's all you require to pouch the catch with so much ease. This is an important wicket. San Diego Surf Riders, they've lost their captain now for 2. 5 for 2.
Yeah, big drive outside the off stump. The pressure of having survived 3 overs for only 5 runs on the board finally tells on Greg Hay. Take a look at that. This is what happens when 3 overs are gone and there's only 5 on the board. Big drive outside the off stump and a good catch from Sonny Batty. And so Greg Hay goes. Is 5 for 2. So Nikhil Dutta comes to the middle, Canadian international. He gets an early bat here. They're 2 down with only 5 runs on the board. Prithvish Patel, he has picked up 1. In fact, he's picked up both wickets. And the wickets of Sri Krishna. And now Greg Hayes, a couple of wickets in the bag here for Patel. A very fine start for him and certainly Chicago Tigers.
Through his bat, Greg Hayes gets an outside edge, and what a wonderful catch that was. Bhatti moving quickly towards his right.
So San Diego Surf Riders winning the toss, electing to bat. It has not gone well. And the bowling for the time being, Sohas is really on top. Chicago Tigers. They've lost 2, they've won 1.
I get a feeling that Surf Riders should still be looking positive here, looking for runs rather than going into a shell, because there's 2 things you could do from this position. Oh, that was hit well, fielded equally well, and the throw came in so quickly and at the right end. Wow, what a fantastic game of cricket we're watching. This is the level of cricket that you get in 2022 Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship.
So Nikhil Dutta, he's had a very good series so far. Comes out of Canada. Would have played many seasons at the international level for Canada. He's a leg spinner, but he's a leg spinner who could bat. He has provided some good knocks in this tournament so far. 31, 38 and 49 not out. So he's been among the runs, Sohas. And he comes in here with a very pressure situation with 2 down with only 5 runs on the board.
Absolutely. As far as San Diego Surf Riders are concerned, they would want a batter of his kind to be there in the middle, given that he's inheriting a scorecard of 5 for 2. Oh, that's a marvelous shot. This is the positivity we were talking about. If it's there to be hit, no half measures.
So among the runs, again, is Nikhil Dutta. A lovely off drive. Take a look at this one. Found the gap nicely. Yes, off the meat of the bat, and it races away for 4. That's a good looking shot from Nikhil Dutta.
Goes again, and this time doesn't get the gap.
So 4 gone, 9 for 2. The batters out, Greg Hay and Sri Krishna.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Oh, yeah. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
4 overs gone, 9 for 2. Nikhil Datta just got going with that boundary. Took a bit of time, took 4 deliveries, but once he got it right, and that ball screamed past covers for 4. That was the only run scoring opportunity as well in the entire over. An over that started with a wicket from Aleti. He's been so good.
Yeah, 2 overs, no made, none for 4. And his partner 2 for 5, Prithvish Patel.
Yeah, correction, it was Prithvish, of course. Aleti has been good too. Prithvish has been amongst the wickets. And it's also the doing of Aleti. The fact that batters were unable to target Aleti, they took a little bit more risk against Prithvish. And Prithvish got the wickets.
Yeah, still a very quiet start here from San Diego Surf Riders. Especially when you've lost a couple of wickets earlier on. And they have lost their 2 better batters of this tournament, Suhas and in Greg Hay and Sri Krishna. And now it will be left to the like of Kakani, the man on strike, Nikhil Datta. We saw him in the previous over, lovely off drive for 4. But relative to that, you've got to applaud the work done here by the Chicago Tigers.
Poor delivery there. Now Aleti is letting some pressure off. 2 dot balls back to back. Wanted to string a third one. Lost his line completely on that occasion.
So Kakani, his highest score in 3 matches so far has been 26 against the Hurricanes. So he'll badly need to get going in this series. And today could be that day. Another quality delivery here from Aleti. It's still 10 for 2.
There's been an odd boundary, but the run scoring has taken a hit. There are a couple of things that San Diego Surf Riders would want to discuss now. First is the dot ball percentage. If they can somehow find a way to rotate the strike over here, which is going to be a little difficult because only 2 men are patrolling the boundary rope. Everyone else is at the edge of the 30. Stop us. But if they can do so, then it'll let some pressure off. Much like this single. It was a poor throw, but good backing up.
Yes, Suhas, and what we've seen in 3 days of cricket on this ground, the average score has been around 160, 165. So nothing wrong with conditions here. The pitch has really held up well. You will only need to ask Shehan Jayasuriya how good this ground and certainly the wicket has been, and he'll tell you, well, it's good enough for me to make a couple of hundreds undefeated.
Yeah, he would have played at Premadasa, he would have played at Kale, Palikeli. You ask him what's his favorite ground, he might name this one. PVCC.
A more specific, pitch number 6.
Pitch number 6.
Yeah, but really batted extremely well. And it's surprising Suhas that he got to his 100 without a 6.
You had the best seat in the house to be viewing that, isn't it? Another good delivery. Yeah, we'll keep the chat alive. He's got to keep it tight just like he's done this way in this over. 5 overs gone. A subdued start for San Diego Surf Riders. 11 for 2.
1, 2, 3.
So at 11 for 2, Charan Saitasia has been given the ball. And so spin first time Sohas. We've seen a bit of Saitasia.
The Pacers, Lenny, the Pacers have done their job. 5 overs. They've kept the San Diego Surf Riders down to 11. And they've picked up 2 important wickets. They've sent the openers packing. Saitasia starts off well. Kakani wanted a single, only a dive could have saved him there.
Yeah, the feeling has been good here from Chicago Tigers. They have not been challenged too much, but still, they've kept it tight. And we've seen Saitasia. He's a quality spinner. With a run rate just over 2 runs and over, they are in control in the first 6 overs of this game for sure. Still a long way to go. 89 balls still to be bowled. Harish Kakani and Nikhil Datta out in the middle. Nikhil Datta has been out of strike for some time.
Once again, slow delivery. He's deliberately slowing it down. He wants the batter to go after him. That is when he'll cause the mistakes. Good bowling once again. It's great to be here. Lenny, surrounded by cricket everywhere.
Yes, Sohas, and the fact is we haven't had any interruptions because of rain.
It's been bright and sunny.
One of the things I know is that heat doesn't stop a cricket game, but rain does.
Good delivery once again. We are here at the Preview Cricket Complex, Houston, Texas. We are surrounded by cricket. That is no complaint at all. It's been a tremendous 4 days. And we...
So attempt is sweep doesn't go too well here for Nikhil Datta, taking on the body. And the tidy bowling continues here from Chicago Tigers. This time, Charan Saitasia. And over that only, he has given up a single run.
That's a cracking hit. That'll be 4. Nikhil Datta has picked the bones out of this one. It's a much needed boundary as well. San Diego Surf Riders moving to double figures.
Yeah, he's had a good series. Nikhil Datta, look at this. Through the onside, all along the ground. Very fast outfield. And even the swift moving Ackerman couldn't get to that. That's 4 runs. Into the onside, over the fielder's head. And Aleti will give chase. In fact, the ball has gone away for 4. So off the bat of Nikhil Datta, consecutive 4s.
Nikhil Datta has decided to choose one denomination to score his runs, at least to start with. Moves on to 12 with the help of 3 boundaries. One-handed there. Did just enough. He understands it's the first 6 overs. Only 2 men are allowed to be at the boundary rope. 6 overs gone. Now the restrictions of the first power play would be lifted. 20 for 2.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
So Ackerman has been introduced into the attack. Kakani will be the man in strike. There's still 2 down, 20 on the board. Starts well. That's a quality delivery. The bail comes off in a flash here from Sonny Batty. No addition to the score. Still 20 for 2. They have lost the wicket of Greg Hay and Sri Krishna. Wonderful start from Ackerman. So a couple of good balls here from Ackerman. He's really picked up where Aletti has left off. Ranadeep Aletti, 3 overs, no made, none for 6. A couple of quality deliveries there from Ackerman. Three dot balls in this over. Very good start here from Ackerman. So ball driven into the offside. Finally, the string of dot ball comes to an end.
The number of dot balls that Chicago Tigers have managed to bowl in the first 6 overs now make it first 7 with 3 already in this over.
28.
To watch indeed, look at it. There's now 29 dot balls out of 40 deliveries that have been bowled so far. 41 now.
Now, Suhas, I'm happy to see Ackerman getting an early bowl. We know he's a quality leg spinner. I think he's been underused. Look at that. It's in the air. Giving fielder a chance. Will it? No, it goes over the fielder's head. And a big strike here from Nikhil Datta.
Small ground, long levers. Once again, Nikhil, no half measures. He backed himself. There was a long on in place. He backed himself. He gets it for 6 this time. 27 for 2 after 7. Ackerman's over was kept quiet most of the time. Just 1 run had been conceded in the first 5 balls. The last delivery smashed away for 6.
So 27 for 2 at the end of 7.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need 1 hand on the roof, 1 hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go Rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
So Saiteja continues, and this one is struck well off the bat of Kakani, and that has gone for a massive 6. Yeah, look at that. Harish Kakani gets into the act. So we've seen a couple of 6s in recent time. One off the bat of Nikhil Datta, and now from Kakani. Another good start to over number 8 here for Charan Saiteja.
Poor delivery. Saiteja getting a little wide this time around. I just get a feeling he was expecting Kakani to dance down the track once again.
And so as you look at Saiteja, he does get a bit of turn. So when the ball pitches at middle stump and he gets that little bit of a big turn, if the batsman chooses not to play, that'll be a wide. 7 off this over so far. A massive 6 not too long ago.
That's a close call. Saiteja's reaction suggests it was just inches away. Good collect by Bhatti.
Yeah, the good bowling of Saiteja continues. He's a quality spinner. We saw him already on this pitch. He's posed some bit of problems for batters trying to score quickly. So hands the strike over to Nikhil Datta. Made the point that Nikhil Datta's played at the Canadian international level. 1 ODI and a string of T20 international, 11 of them.
It was too deep inside the crease to be inviting him for a run. Nikhil Datta played it off the back foot as well. So had to transfer the weight before he started to run. Kakani was a little interested from the non-strikers end, but Nikhil Datta himself withdrew.
This is good bowling from Sai Teja. Keeping it simple, keeping it straight. 8 overs gone, 35 for 2.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
8 overs gone, 35 for 2. Changing voices in the comm box. I'm Suhas Vedam, joined by Matthew. Very warm welcome to the comm box, Matthew. What do you read in this situation? 8 overs, 35 for 2. He's pushed it for a single. There hasn't been a sense of hurry between these two in this rebuilding phase. They've taken their chances of the poor deliveries. Ackerman's one of the finest leg spinners in the tournament. It's a nice game that he's playing with himself. I think it's time. Quietly, Kakani would tell him between overs, you're allowed to take singles and doubles, you know. I think he's trying. It is not for lack of trying. He doesn't need to chase this one at all. Would have been a good delivery had the line been correct, because the bounce on it was so good to watch. Still a ball to go. Where is Ackerman bowling this one? Will he flight? Really do so. Kakani's already got a 6 under his belt. Straight to the fielder. Botches it up. Will be a single. Harish Kakani will retain strike. 39 for 2 after 9. Nine overs gone, 39 for 2. Sai Teja, who's already bowled 2 overs for 17, will bowl his third now. In search of his first wicket, his team's third. Sai Teja knows how to keep it wicket to wicket. He's a good bowler in terms of containing. But in order to purchase a wicket over here, he needs to flight it a little bit more, I feel. Only then will the batters come after him. Otherwise, with wide open spaces on the leg side, singles are always available. Not if it's on the off. He's got 2 men for the cut shot on the off and 1 at covers. There is a deep point lurking as well. Long off would be in place. Went after it though. Harish Kakani.
Struggling San Diego Surf Riders team. Just the one win against the Houston Hurricanes. They're already without one of their top players, in the form of Marty Kane.
He got the national call-up. Marty Kane. Imagine someone like Marty Kane leaving, and you came to know about it 2 days, 3 days prior to the big tournament, like the 2022 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco. Now, how do you fill that gap?
Very hard to fill that gap for San Diego. They've not only lost player Marty Kane, they've also lost a player with lots of experience, lots of knowledge, would have played domestically in New Zealand, player with lots of experience, so you're missing his mentality as well, and his off-the-field assets, in addition to what he can do on the field.
Tenor was gone, 43 for 2.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Oh, yeah. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Ackerman comes back. Defensive is Harish Kakani.
It's up to the spinners now to weave a web around the batters. The Pacers have done their job. Poor delivery and put away. Quickly onto it, Harish Kakani. It's as if he's been on the prowl all the time.
Loose one from Mark Ackerman, and that was asking to be hit. And Harish Kakani, what a shot to release some of the pressure. Massive, massive shot from Harish Kakani. Went all the way for 6, a drag down from Ackerman and put away.
Ackerman would agree that was a poor delivery. The swiftness with which he got onto it. Harish Kakani. That was a treat to watch indeed. It's going to take a while to retrieve this one.
If it's retrieved at all.
Very true. And so many times we just get so excited by a ball coming out of the bush. Little do we realize it might be of the previous game.
No guarantees. That's the one Kakani launched.
It doesn't have Kakani written over it for sure. It's been terrific to watch this. The Pacers have done their job. That was Ackerman completing a brilliant catch. Then Hayes edging one. Good catch again by Bhatti. Those were 2 wickets that fell early. After that, some consolidation from Harish Kakani and Nikhil Datta. 40 for this partnership. Some lovely shots down the ground to start with. And like the way Harish Kakani as well, once he got the strike, was able to put the right balls away.
That's what the Surf Riders need. They need to put any loose ball like that we saw all the way for 6. They've got the rotation part set. They've got the wicket prevention part set. What they need is the actual run rate part and the actual aggression, and that'll come by getting a couple of these shots, gain some momentum, put the bad balls away. All part of the process for Surf Riders. Kakani goes again, and this one might be even longer. That has gone a long way back as well. And we might have to get another ball. Harish Kakani going after Mark Zuckerman and launching back-to-back sixes. We don't have an official meter count, but that one I'm sure has gone a long way.
2 balls back-to-back in the same region, the same result. I wish we could have a camera on the fourth umpire as well. No, the official bringing the box of balls. He's hardly got time to sit down. Harish Kakani, the moment he launched it, we knew it was going to be the box of balls which is going to come out. Terrific striking this. Once again from the middle of the bat. It was in his slot and his eyes went agog. Ball went out of the ground. Sometimes I feel it's not a small ground. It's just Harish Kakani and the likes of him making it look even smaller.
He's at 3 sixes now, Kakani. There we see one from Nikhil Dutta earlier. Some good striking by these two, turning things on now. So, a new ball. Where will this one end up? Harish Kakani has got 2 in a row. The last ball's life didn't last very long. Kakani off the back foot, cuts this one straight to the fielder.
Much better from Ackerman. Anything in his slot, he's just going for it. And that was there to be driven, but there is protection in the deep. Would only be a single. But a single is a plenty at the moment for Surf Riders as they realize they've got 2 big sixes in the first 3 of this over. 13 of the over with 1 more ball to go. And 13 it shall be. Ackerman with an expensive over. He's bowled 3 and given away 24. 11 overs gone. The Surf Riders 56 for 2.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
So Karan Kumar comes into the attack for the Chicago Tigers. We were making the point earlier about how big of a loss Marty Kane is for the Surf Riders, but on and off the field. But how much of a plus has that been for the United States ever since Marty Kane has made his debut? Certainly played a huge part, especially in their T20 side since his debut, Marty Kane.
I think it's sweet pain for Surf Riders then. They look at the bigger picture.
Yeah. They've lost Marty Kane for minor league, but the bigger picture is you've got the United States doing well with Kane in the lineup.
That's what every single player in this minor league is dreaming of, the highest level. For that, I'm sure the management of San Diego would have let him go with a smile. Now, once the tour is finished, he'll back.
Definitely, and he'll be a crucial player for San Diego, especially after a not so great start. They'll want Marty Kane to come back, especially towards the back end, where they would like to peak at the right time.
This is good cricket all around. Didn't try to attack this ball. Always wanted a single. Strike. Nikhil Datta. Kakani. Ball 28. He'll face the final delivery from Kumar. Karan Kumar wants the long to be as straight as possible. Long on to be the same. And this is why this could be taken. This could be a big moment in the game. It is Harish Kakani walking back after a brain fade moment. He knew there was a long off in place.
15 minutes over on the button.
Wanted to clear him. Didn't do so on that occasion. Minimum elevation and a comfortable catch for Sai Teja.
Harish Kakani losing the plot completely here. Looking to go big again. But in the end, picking out Charan Saiteja perfectly. And the plan from Karan Kumar's clearly worked. Knew that Kakani was going to go after it. Threw it up right there in the slot, and he did. And Kakani fell into the trap. It's 59 for 3 at the end of 12.
Hey, man. Thanks again. Yeah, good stuff, buddy. I'll see you in a couple of weeks in New York. Yep. My first time to Ottawa. Yeah. Can't wait. Is there enough room to fit a few sizzle lifts in? I think. Squeeze it in. Squeeze it in.
So 59 for 3, 12 overs gone. And the big journey for us from Matthew and I will come to an end after this over. And so quite a pleasure working with you, Suhas, and all the production crew and everybody involved in this tournament.
Thank you, Lenny and Matthew. It's been wonderful having you here in Houston, Texas. The PVCC, good delivery to start with.
Yeah, we've enjoyed every moment of it since we came here Friday. A bit of delay, but we were able to get a lot of cricket. Made new friend, as in the case of Suhas. And this one is chopped into the offside as Nikhil Datta will come back for a couple of runs. Nikhil Datta comes out of Canada, and we've seen a lot of Canadians in the minor league series. For example, last year we would have seen quite a few of them. And in recent times, we've seen a lot of Canadians come here to play domestic T20 cricket. So Nikhil Datta is one of them. Saad bin Zafar. Yep, Rizwan Chima in the earlier days. Ravinder Paul Singh. And this one is worked into the onside again. So runs are beginning to come here. In fact, a new partnership has begun. Samson Bhatti along with Nikhil Datta.
Three of the first three.
So Abhinay Reddy, new man, will face now as Datta was on strike for the first two. And that is a great shot. First ball. Abhinay Reddy has put that one away.
Every time the bowlers have gone short, especially Ackerman, he's paid the price for it. Reddy launches this one. And I think the story for that ball will also end with the words, never to be found again.
Picking up right from where Kakani left off, it seems. Is the box coming out again? Looking at the third umpire.
It's Anil Pap out there with the box of balls. We would be very, very optimistic to find the same sphere. Well, he's launched it many a mile. What a cracking hit. This, of course, was from Harish Kakani. Then against Karan Kumar, wanting to go for a big shot. Finds Sai Teja at long off, who was just moved to be as straight as possible before that delivery. But a shorter delivery means so much trouble on this ground. It's a small ground, made to look even smaller with shots like these. It was in the air for a brief moment.
Last ball. Mark Zuckerman, none for 34 from his 3.5 overs. Bowling to Nikhil Datta. And final ball for me. Nikhil Datta hammers it, but fielder there, so it'll be just a single. 13 done, 70 for 3.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go Rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
You're going to wave to us when they cross, okay? I'm going to put the camera there. You're going to wave to us when they fly across, okay? Okay. "13 overs gone, 70 for 3. Karan Kumar, who was successful in picking up Harish Kakani's wicket, is back in action. That has been hit so well. Despite a good try from Sai Teja, the ball will evade. It's a good shot. That was crunched. The umpire went down immediately. Straight as an arrow. There was a long on and long off lurking. Still he's able to get it away for 4. Just tells you how hard he's hit it and how straight as well. Usually when you hit straight, you hit with a straighter bat as well. Not on that occasion. Good comeback from Karan. You do not give any widths to Reddy. That's what we figured out in those 4 deliveries. 11 to 4. Five runs in the first 2. And then 2 dot balls. Karan Kumar's pulling this over back into his zone. He did use his feet. Karan Kumar still getting a hand to it. That was struck well. 1 more ball to go. 1 boundary ball's already come by in this over. 2 singles thereafter. 6 runs total. Can he keep it down to maximum 7 or 8? It's important that Karan doesn't give a boundary at this stage, as the Chicago Tigers try to pull things back in their favor after a partnership which has just started to prosper. A dot ball is the best delivery as of now, if not a wicket. perhaps not the best then. 14 overs gone, 76 for 3. Fourteen overs gone, 76 for 3. That is struck hard and struck really well. Oh, what a good shot. The perfect delivery if you're looking to start an over as a batter. Something in your arc that can allow you to free your arms and play a shot that signals to the world that you're in good form. A terrific cover drive. Oh, this one's hurt him. It's in fact lodged in that helmet. They got to be careful. Immediately you see players with concern swarm towards the batter. It's hurt him in the eye, it seems. Looks all right to be standing on 2 feet. That is the most important aspect here. AB will have to go through the protocol as well. That was really, really hard. I think it was a response to that boundary from Sami. That short ball lodging right into the helmet. Oh, it got caught there as well. He was trying to hook it. And was only retrieved because the batter gave it. You could immediately see the concern from the keeper, who was the first to swarm towards the batter along with the bowler. He was bowled with an intention not to hurt but to pick up the wicket. So far so good from Reddy. He's been able to respond to the questions of the umpire. There are always those drills which are done for the eye movements. A set of questions that are asked which are a part of protocol for concussion. Let's have a look at it again. Sami pitching it short and the ball darting in sharply and rising at the same time. It got lodged into the helmet. And that grill will be as hot as a barbecue's. That was some serious pace. Abhinay Reddy. Still out there, 16 of 8. He's the one who's provided the impetus to San Diego Surf Riders. Will get this single this time around. So 5 runs are the first 3 from Sohail. Bit of a misfield, will be a single. He gave it away too soon. The idea of the cheeky shot was given away too soon, and it was last minute adjustment from Sami Sohail. Reduced the pace on it, made the batsman put power behind it if he wants to. And when you're trying to put power, you've got to get timing as well. On that occasion, there wasn't any. Good change in field. He wants to attack a little bit more. With a man in front, just a deep square leg. Just in front of square, in the deep. This is why he was in action right away. 15 overs gone, 84 for 3. San Diego Surf Riders, with 7 wickets in hand in the last 5, would like to launch into a good total. On a good total on a track of this kind, it seems like 130 at least. If they get past 140 or reach 150, they'd be mighty pleased with their effort. 150 is a long way ahead. Someone's got to put their hand up here to play a blitzkrieg. Would it be Nikhil Datta? Would it be Datta? 28 of 33. Nikhil Datta. Or would it be Abhinay Reddy? 18 of 10. Both of them very capable hitters. Kumar, who's bowled so well in his first 2 overs, continues. Good adjustment. There was a slight hop from the batter. Karan Kumar seems to be a very shrewd bowler. Now making slight adjustment to the offside field. He wants a sweeper in place and a point in place. Nobody at covers region. And of course there is a long off lurking in the form of Sai Teja, who will keep it down to a single. All runs in singles in this over. And that shall be the template as it continues the over. 4 runs now. It's kept it tight. Karan Kumar. With 2 set batters, I'm very sure that this ball at least will go for a big shot. Nikhil Datta. What are his options? He can go straight down the ground, of course, but there's a long on and long off. Will he back himself? He's backed himself. He's gone for the cut shot. Work to do for Sami. He cannot get there. 4. Much needed boundary for San Diego Surf Riders. This will ensure they get some momentum. All the 5 balls in this over, and they'd been looking for singles. They had to look for a big shot. And the boundary comes by. As the sweeper was too fine on that occasion. Too square rather. It's hit so well. 16 overs gone, 92 for 3.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
elegant and effortless. Just extension of arms, nothing more. Abhinay Reddy is announcing that he is in tremendous touch. What a good hit, and once again targets the first ball of the over. It's Prithvish Patel who's having a dream game. Ball's one in the slot and it disappears. Let's just say we have a ball back, not the ball back. We have a ball back. You can only be sure to say that we have the ball back if we know if it's the same ball. I wanted to be cheeky. He knows he's missed out on that opportunity. That's also because of shrewd bowling from Prithvish Patel. Slightly slower than the batter expected it to be. Big swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss. Prithvish Patel is now cranking it up. He's done with the slower deliveries. Now he wants it to be as quick as possible. What a good comeback by the bowler. Outsmarting Abhinay Reddy the next ball with a slower delivery. Then this right on the money, Prithvish. This is how it's done. Oh, what a battle within a battle. Abhinay Reddy gets a boundary. He had to hop out to clear his front leg and get some room for the bat swing to come through. But when it did, boy, it looked so good. Still, he was able to get it straight down the ground with a long on and long off, lurking as straight as possible. This is a very special cricketer and the battle continues. That's a glorious hit. 100 comes up for the San Diego Surf Riders with 7 wickets in hand. They're well in the game for a good launch pad. 140 is at least. That's a total that they'd like to get at least. Prithvish might have found the edge here. Top edge and taken. Acrobatic Prithvish Patel will have the last laugh, and you could see how much it means to him. A man who's been hit for 6 and a 4 comes back with a fantastic catch. The shorter delivery when Reddy was trying to dance down the track. This is wonderful adjustment and great work by our camera person Richie to have followed the ball so quickly, much like Prithvish, who not only gets there but completes the catch, relies on no other fielder. He was quite content shouting, "Mine, mine, no one come near me." What a good over this has turned out to be. Prithvish Patel, 15 runs and 3 wickets with a ball to go to complete the third. He's got 6 more balls up his sleeve. And that is gold dust for the captain. San Diego Surf Riders lose their 4th warrior, 102 for 4. Chicago Tigers on the prowl. A beautiful shot. While it was Reddy, it was all power. With Bhatti in the mix, it's all elegance and touch, deft touch. Prithvish provided the pace and Bhatti provided the placement. As easy as it gets. On an outfield of this kind, you get value for your shots. Boundary collected. It's a very good batting track, let me tell you. Shahan Jayasuriya, well, he loves this track for sure. Scored a century over here just a couple of hours ago. And this track's yielding a lot of runs. 17 overs, 106 for 4. We'll get that quick single or direct hit. Could have been a different story altogether. The keeper also arriving just in time, but the throw still had to be direct. What a good attempt by Rishi Mehta. That is why a fielder at point always needs to be on his toes. Played it with soft hands to allow enough time for his partner to get to the striker's end. Get to the end, which is dangerous. San Diego Surf Riders, they've got out of a rut after a couple of early wickets. Now it's time for the big launch pad and a crescendo finish. Would it be Nikhil Datta, who's been there for 37 deliveries, to give them that mighty finish? Bhatti has just walked in. Correction then, that boundary was scored by Nikhil Datta in the previous over. A left-hander in the mix now with Bhatti. Samson Bhatti. Big swing in a mix. Completely missed it. You want to come?
I'd love to. But there's too many tasks there. You left? You had a flight to catch.
That's got height, not distance. Sai under it and takes a wonderful catch. Had to move sideways, always with the awareness of where the boundary line was. Did so very well. Did not have much theatrics, but that doesn't mean it's an easy catch. He's completed it and made it look so easy. What a good fielder, Sai. Knew it immediately, Bhatti, that he didn't have enough bat on it. And as it came down, a fantastic catch by Sai. Another one bites the dust. A dent in the surfboard. As SDS now, 108 for 5. Adnesh Tondale will come to the middle. Or is it directed? This should be close. It is given. A big moment in the game. Absolute silence in the camp of the Surf Riders. Just 2 runs have come off this over. The pressure was on. Nikhil called for a single right away. Tondale responded, but little did he realize it's a good direct throw that was coming in. Fielding has been magnificent to watch from Chicago Tigers today. The catches they've taken, the runouts they've inflicted. They've converted the half opportunities, and that has been the difference so far between 108 and 138. The batters, if they survive on an average, add about 15 to 18 runs, and that can make the game at the end of the day. 17.5, 108 for 5.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
You have someone to talk to. I have nobody. Hi, Roddy. Man in the deep will get it. Wow, what a catch. What a catch. Again, 100% boundary awareness. It's the hatted genius. This is not an easy catch at all. It would have flown away for 6. But Mr. Mehta, Rishi Mehta, had other ideas. He is such a good fielder inside the 30-yard circle, but it doesn't finish there. He's plucked it out. It wasn't a conventional jump, but he did just enough to collect the ball and pouch it. Keep it under control. Nikhil Datta, the man who was expected to provide the crescendo finish, is walking with a broken bow of the violin. There isn't a crescendo coming up. 108 for 7. Murad's walked out. So often we've seen the first ball of the over has been so crucial in deciding a game. Prithvish Patel's picked up a wicket. Now this over stone is being set. As far as the bowler is concerned, the momentum is with Prithvish and Chicago Tigers. Big swing and a miss, and he'll have to be sent back. Him running for this one seemed like Cricket 07, the video game altogether. All again. That's when you're playing in, because it's a software, of course. You press D and they start to run. You with the sane mind wondering why did they start to run. That's because you've unfortunately pressed D without your knowledge. This one's got height, but it doesn't have the other ingredient. Does it? Does it? He's still looking for it. Oh, it's gone for 6. You could see Rishi Mehta wondering where the ball went as soon as it went up in the air. He lost it completely. He couldn't see. That's what he's suggesting. Usually you say it's the lights, but it's broad daylight now and he couldn't spot it. He's wondering where is it? And now the ball thuds. He realizes, oh, there you are. Suggesting, not like I would have taken a catch anyway. These are 6 important runs for Murad and San Diego Surf Riders. It's got the distance as well. Correction from my side. It's got the distance as well. Jaydeep Reddy gets a game today. And starts off with a boundary. Doesn't really matter how they come, it's important. Every single run is important. Jaydeep starts with a 4. 119 for 7 now. 11 runs have come off this over, including a wicket. 1 ball to go. Prithvish has always been exciting. That is what they say in Jaydeep's school of cricket as well. When you're slashing it, slash hard. You can get a boundary of any part of the bat. Interestingly, the field is still the same. Just get a feeling he'll go for the slower delivery. If he does, and if it's slightly short, then Jaydeep might be invited to the hook. No, he's gone for the slower delivery, but slightly full. Jaydeep waited, didn't connect it though. A single will ensure he'll farm the strike as well. 5 of 2 for Jaydeep, as Murad, who struck a 6, will be at the non-strikers end. Last over coming up, 120 for 7. San Diego Surf Riders. And starts off with a boundary.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
That is struck well. And a good stop. That's the game we are playing now. It's a boundary or single. Matter of 3 crucial runs. Ackerman quickly moving towards his right. South African's been a treat to watch. It's been quite expensive with the ball in hand today because of the shorter deliveries which have slipped out of his hand. But yesterday he was something else altogether. Oh, he wants that single. That single would be risky, and the finger's gone up as well. So well done by Sami Sohail. Had the presence of mind to turn, hit timber, all in one swift action, while the momentum in his follow-through was carrying him forward. That's the end of Jaydeep. There was a small stutter. He continued to run as well. Knew it immediately that the finger will go up. Was in such a good position, the umpire to decide where exactly Jaydeep's bat, which was still being dragged, was. And it was short by at least 10 inches. .121 for 8. San Diego Surf Riders. .121 for 8. And this could be a run out of the strikers, and only if it were a clean pickup. Sami Sohail will go to the nets today and practice just follow through. The follow through, the pickup, and the hitting. He's able to create opportunities for sure. Imagine getting one at either end, the run out, and that too back to back. It's called for 2. And 2 has been written all over it. It's not a clean pickup. That means 2 runs for the shot itself. Sami Sohail's bowling a terrific last over. Just 3 runs of it and a wicket. 2 more balls to go. Not a single boundary. Boundary balls are the ones who provide momentum to the batting team. San Diego Surf Riders 1, 2, 3 for 8. 2 balls to go. 130 inside. 130 is a psychological total. Well kept by Bhatti. It has stretched him a little bit more than he would have wanted, but that's all right, says Bhatti. What he's done by putting that foot over there is also guided the ball to the nearest fielder, not like it ricocheted off somewhere else to be allowing another run. Just a single. The throw did not come in because the fielder did not want any more drama. Last ball coming up. And to face the final delivery, it'll be Ajay Sharma. The left-handed Ajay Sharma. Wanted to be cheeky, doesn't get it through. The infield's all where the ball went. It will be a single to complete the innings. So at the end of their allotted 20 overs, San Diego Surf Riders manage 125 for the loss of 8. The Chicago Tigers would be mighty pleased by being on the prowl all the time to keep San Diego Surf Riders down to 125. This was the route that San Diego Surf Riders took to 125. Sri Krishna Anantaraju went early after stuck at the crease. He was after staying stuck for a while. 1 of 9. Greg Hay as well didn't get going today. Harish Kakani provided the impetus up top along with Nikhil Datta. 39 of 41 for him. And Abhinav Reddy, a quick fire 30 is what brought stability to San Diego Surf Riders innings. Nothing much to talk about thereafter. A slump towards the end with Zubair Murad who did get a 6. But 125 is what San Diego Surf Riders have managed on a track which looks good for batting. 6 bowlers used by Chicago Tigers. Prithvish Patel, the pick of the bowlers, who picked up 4 important wickets for just 31 runs. Karan Kumar with a wicket as well, and Sami Sohail picked up 1 wicket too. So when we come back after a short break, it will be the Chicago Tigers replying with a bat in hand. 126 is the number thereafter.
1, 2, 3.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.
My son. He's so soft-spoken. Oh, yeah. Everyone says he's so good-looking. And he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.
A dream start indeed for Chicago, or rather San Diego Surf Riders. A dream start for San Diego Surf Riders with a wicket of the first ball. Chicago Tigers, one of them has been hunted down. The first ball, trying to fish outside off, a little tentative as you would expect the batter to be. Charan Sai Teja offers the bat to it and a good catch at slip. Zubair is loving it now. Wants to steam in to bowl the second once again. Doesn't get it from the bat. Or perhaps there was a bit of it. What a good start for San Diego Surf Riders. Getting a wicket first ball. Zubair right on the money. Tapped away for a single. A run for Karan Kumar. Well, that popped up. We've talked about the demons on the pitch, but what about the ground? That was interesting. Is there an invisible fielder for San Diego Surf Riders? We'll try and get you the replay if we do have it. Zubair wants to go for it and it's given. Straight enough, says the umpire. Second wicket down. San Diego Surf Riders right in it now with 2 early wickets. Chicago Tigers. They've lost another Tiger here. Well, he could see the third stump, but what matters is that finger that has risen. Zubair Murad has done a tremendous job. And as you say that, as we say that, white ball signaled. He's got to adjust to the righty-lefty combination. Operating with a slip in place. This is not a delivery that he'll be proud of. We're still showing it to you because we just wanted to see how much swing was there to be taken. What a start for San Diego Surf Riders. They pinned down the Tigers with 2 early wickets, 4 on the board for the loss of 2 after 1. Ackerman and Ali in the middle. Can they be the saviors once again for Chicago Tigers? They've done it before. They've done it before when 2 early wickets fell.
One, two, three.
Still trying to pitch it up here. That will be much better. Can he pitch it up? If he pitches it up, only then will he be inviting Ackerman into the drive. And one of the best ways to get a batter out is to make him edge the ball when you have a slip in place, and that too early in the innings. Catch it is the call. It is taken. Perhaps there were other plans for Ackerman. Homework duly done by San Diego Surf Riders. It's the big wicket of Ackerman who goes without troubling the scorers. Chicago Tigers lose their third for a meager 5 on the board. Pressure, more pressure on Saad Ali, the captain in the middle. Ackerman knew immediately. Only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle in the first 6 overs. One of them was waiting to pouch his catch at deep backward square. Kakani amongst the wickets too. 5 for 3. Kakani wanted to see the finger raised because he thought it was pad first and then the bat made contact with the ball. Would have been tight indeed. It is bat first, suggests the umpire. Oh, was close for sure. But the ball coming in with that angle, it's usually the bat first. Oh, good ball. Good ball. Now it's Chicago Tigers who brought themselves into this position. A little tentative at the start was Charan Sai Teja, who edged one first delivery of the game. And then 2 more wickets. With Ackerman going for a shot which was inexplicable. The fact that he was there would have added more pressure. His mere presence can add pressure even if he's not scoring in the first 10 deliveries. That is a reputation with which the man's come in. Not just that, he's got the form as well. To see his back early, San Diego Surf Riders would be mighty pleased. You could see the slip is also nice and low. This has been hit away on the leg side. The calls for 2. And 2 easy runs in the end. Might be 3. No, we'll settle with 2. Harish Kakani bowls a terrific over first up. Gives away 3, picks up an important wicket of Ackerman. 7 for 3.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Two overs gone, 7 for 3. Nikhil Datta has been posted at the third man region. Now he becomes a fine leg as the righty comes on. And for the right-hander, they'll have fine leg inside the circle, the San Diego Surf Riders. Skipper Hayes has done a terrific job with the way he's treated, he's utilized the bowlers. He realized that it's going to be pace first up. Gave it to Zubair. Zubair didn't disappoint. Will eventually be a single. This game has quietened down because Chicago Tigers are now playing catch-up cricket. They need to have some momentum first up before they can go to 126. It's not a daunting total at all, but 126. It's not an easy road from here. 9 for 3. What you like about Zubair is that he's relentless. One wide delivery in the previous over, you could see him muttering to himself that let's keep the pressure on. All while 3 wickets, or 2 wickets at that time had fallen. Just 3 runs at the first 4 balls. What a good time to be coming in to bowl. The opposition spin down for 10 for 3. The ball's doing something when it leaves the hand of Zubair and a little more when it pitches. What a treat to watch this man. Keeps the batter guessing at the last moment. The ball darts away. And it's not extravagant moment at all. It's just a little bit the ball has to do to kiss the outside edge. Poor delivery, and it'll grant 5 runs. This is a gift that Zubair did not want to give at all. He's looking at his hand in dismay, perhaps slipped through, but doesn't matter. These are important runs, will give some momentum to Chicago Tigers. Three overs gone, 15 for 3.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go Rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
Harish Kakani will continue to steam in. Wasn't very convincing, but the ball will run away for 4. That's the outfield effect. A little bit of luck that Chicago Tigers were looking for. Not only is it not a wicket, but a boundary as well. Chicago Tigers get some momentum. Oh, glorious shot. This has been the first pressure release shot. So elegant when you watch a left-hander play this. Saad Ali, we've talked about his cover drives being one of the best in the business to do so. Saad Ali is a treat. It's a sight for the sore eyes when he drives like that. We talk about the greats in world cricket getting that cover drive so elegantly done. Here's one more, man. It's a work of art. The cover drive. 2 boundaries in 2 different fashions. One was out of control, one was pure control. And this is what Saad Ali does so well. He understands that 8 runs have been accumulated in the over. Pick up a single, play longer. The 9 runs of the first 3. Harish Kakani has given away that much. Delivery was such a terrific delivery. Now that you think of it, caught Saad Ali off guard, got him a little late onto that shot as well. The second one, the front foot was right up there for the drive. This is a lovely battle that we're witnessing right now. After that single, it's a right-hander on strike, of course. Bhatti was in the air for a jiffy, but not enough to be converted into a catch. The first half of the over yielding runs. 1 more delivery to go. If he can finish this with a dot, he'll be mighty pleased, Kakani, as he would have drawn some momentum back to his side again. 24 for 3 is still a very good total as far as San Diego Surf Riders are concerned, to be strangling the opponents within. Chicago Tigers are looking for a break-free over, and they would believe this is the one with a shot of this kind as well. Work to do for the man in the deep. Puts in the dive, but the ball rolls away. 3 boundaries in the over. 2 with great control. 4 overs gone. 28 for 3. Chicago Tigers get a move on.
Okay. वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस, इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Four overs gone, 28 for 3. Early wickets. For San Diego Surf Riders. Asad Ali. What a masterclass from him. For every boundary that he scores, he knows how to tap it with soft hands and can cover the 22 yards. He was so deep inside the crease, but still the partner trusted him that he can get to the other end. This is why you dissect a game of cricket. This is why you cover cricket. Such elegance and poise from a man who's seen wickets falling all around him. The scoreboard might read a different story, but here is a warrior who wants to fight it out. Oh, beautifully placed. I think this over's theme seems to be elegance. Be it the righty or the lefty. Didn't try to hit it hard at all. Usually the cut shots are always about the power you can generate with a bat swing. Not this time. It is still a cut shot, but with minimum power. More guidance to the ball. Oh, a marvelous delivery. This is the comeback that you expect from Tundale.
But the food Santa Barbara gave us, was it enough for 5 people? No, they bought it. The rice was half cooked. No, they bought it for people.
I wanted that single, but it would have been hallucination, nothing more. But he wanted to take that single. Saad Ali is such a good judge of what is a run and what is not. So far, so good. It's been a good comeback by Tundale. Adnesh Tundale. 2 more deliveries to go for Adnesh in this over. He's given away 5 in the first 2. It's 92 runs, still a long way to go. It's important. That's a righty-lefty combination for Chicago Tigers. Continue for a while. This combination continues for a while is what they would be praying, because this is all about a partnership here. It is not a very big total, but a partnership can get them back into the game. With Saad Ali's game, where he can shift gears at will, it's about one good partnership. Straight to the fielder. No problem. Adnesh Tondale is bowling to a plan here, and that plan seems to be working. Whenever the left-hander is on strike, fielders are not at the edge of the 30-yard circle because they know they have to stop a single as well with Saad Ali. 34 for 3.
One, two, three.
5 overs gone. 34 for 3. Sunny Bhatti. Sunny Bhatti. Someone who's got the pace. Relies on the right length, and whenever there is some lateral movement that the pitch has to give, becomes very lethal. He's up against another Bhatti. It's going to be a battle of Bhattis for a moment. Samson Bhatti on strike. No, Samson Bhatti with the ball in hand. Samson Bhatti versus Sunny Bhatti. Straight to the fielder there, no problem. Good start for Samson. Now, the first one was wayward. He wanted to get one in the right area. At the same time, Sunny Bhatti with the bat in hand, he is crunched it to points, so he will feel much better. The next plan would be to crunch it on either side of point. At least 10 yards on either side. Can he go straight down the ground? There's mid-on and mid-off up in the circle. Big appeal. Samson cannot believe it. He thought he's got the man. Ooh, well, that was coming in sharply. Would have left the leg stump. And there was also the height factor, says the umpire. He's not standing at the usual position of a batter as well. He's standing slightly outside the crease too. Not for this delivery though. That's because he adjusted by coming down the track. Easy pickings when that is the line. It's the Bhatti with the bat in hand who has the last laugh. It's one of those rare grounds where the ball disappears into the bush, into the woods. even if it's a boundary. It's just that it gets easier to track if it's a boundary once it's inside the bush. The umpire confirming if it's a ball that looks about 5.3 overs old. It's just taken a tonking of about 39 runs. And, of course, something that resembles a spear for a shape. Quick single and nicely done as well. With Saad Ali out there, you've got to run quicker. Bhatti is just figuring that out. Saad Ali will push you for singles and twos. Now finds himself on strike. Six runs of the over so far, 5 off the bat. False start. Poor delivery once again from Samson. Samson's not getting it right now. Solidly defended. Saad Ali is going to pick and choose the deliveries he wants to send. This is exactly what Chicago Tigers wanted as well. A period of calm in the middle. A period of 2-3 overs where the wickets are not falling anymore. And Saad Ali is just ensuring that not only that, it's the runs which are also flowing with an odd boundary here and there. He's been ably helped by Bhatti, who's moved on to a runner ball 17. End of the over. 6 overs gone. 41 for 3. The first power play has ended. More cushion allowed to the bowlers in the deep.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Oh, yeah. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
I have 99.
41 for 3 after 6 overs. Saad Ali out there with Bhatti. Sunny Bhatti, who's batted well according to the situation actually. He's batted according to the situation. And a ball 17 for him.
That's innovation, baby. Keep using. Over नहीं हुआ सरदार
Adnesh Tondale. Six in the first over. He's got the height, of course, to generate that extra bounce. And when the wicket does a little bit, he is a different bowler altogether. How he's going to prize out another wicket. It's a good time to be coming in to bowl, actually. Asad Ali. He can write a book on taking singles, rather stealing singles when the ball's gone nowhere but inside the 30-yard circle. This game's right in the balance after 3 early wickets. Chicago Tigers, now the rebuilding phase, it's gone well. This partnership now will get that single as well. They've got to curb the unnecessary throws here. San Diego Surf Riders, it wasn't really an opportunity there. 125 is not a big cushion.
Why I got it, but I need to be. Okay, just no. Why can't we co-do it? We have another mic.
We do, but not for this. Oh, we'll pick up another single, a one-handed throw as well. Oh, what a clean pickup! The captain is trying to show the team this is how it's done. But on that occasion, Saad Ali too quick once again. He's such a good runner and such a good judge of a run.
Tell them we have a guest comment.
Just in front of the boundary rope, it bounces. 8 of it now. Adnesh gets it wrong. But he will pounce on it. He's hit it as if he wants to. He was waiting for this one for a while. This has been quite a recovery. After losing 3 early wickets. But he's positive 23 and Saad Ali stealing runs with his 17 or 15. It's been a treat to watch. But it's just getting started, I feel. This game's going to get in the balance if this partnership can continue for 4 overs like this. It was almost expected that they were going to go for a single. Still, the fielders of San Diego Surf Riders were at the edge of the 30-yard circle. Just get a feeling that they missed out on a trick there. 50 comes up with that single for Chicago Tigers. 50 for 3 after 7.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
यार बट ये डगआउट के बहुत पास नहीं होना चाहिए हमारे डगआउट के पास थोड़ा सा दूर होना चाहिए
Nikhil Datta brings in a lot of experience and is very crafty. This rebuilding phase is going according to plan as far as Chicago Tigers are concerned. Straight to the fielder at point now. Now with the field being widely spread, beg your pardon, and you can take those singles easily. That was the first run in the over as well. Saad Ali, just get a feeling he's got to target at least one ball in this over. Just to set the cat amongst the pigeons that this chase is on, of course. It's not a chase which will be relying on a lot of singles and doubles from 7 to 10, the over phase. It's 7.3. Would really like to get that boundary now. I would really like to see that boundary now from Chicago Tigers. That intent, at least, that's a good ball. That's a very good ball. The required rate just over 6. Just a little bit of spin, but good bounce from Nikhil Datta. That was a short ball, but he's got protection in the deep as sweeper cleans it up. Slightly slower from Nikhil Datta. Slowly tapped away for a single. He's batted well so far. Bhatti, as he picks up a single and retains strike, just 3 runs of it. Nikhil Datta's first 8 was gone, 53 for 3.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go Rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
Ajay has been introduced into the attack. Now for the left-hander, of course, he'll change the angle of attack from over the wicket. Rajesh Sharma, very handy left-arm orthodox. Loves to flight the ball, doesn't get scared of flighting the ball in this format as well. He's a very brave man indeed. And that is why he invites the batters into shots of this kind. Saad Ali would say, I always wanted a single of this ball. I wanted to explore that area, hence I danced down the track. There's some control when Saad Ali bats. Sunny Bhatti, on the other hand, he's been aggressive in patches. 27 of 26. It's a nice little innings that's brewing. We pick up 2. We're concerned with a single. We'll pick up only 1 then. That's a good shot. Very good shot indeed. It's about timed aggression, isn't it? The first 4 deliveries, just looking around, picked up a couple, wanted the strike, and this is why. Oh, he's just picked the right ball to do so as well. It's not an easy shot to play over extra, but as soon as he hit it, he knew he's got the height and distance. Bhatti moves on to 35 of 28. Good comeback from Ajay Sharma. But the runs have been accumulated in this over. All that Chicago Tigers need to do is target at least 1 ball every over, because this target can easily be achieved if that's the case. 63 for 3. What a partnership this is turning out to be. 9 overs gone.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Ten of the over kick.
9 overs gone, 63 for 3. Saad Ali has held this innings together. Bhatti has provided the impetus, of course, with 35 or 29. Timely aggression shown by Bhatti. He's not targeting every ball, but only the poor ones that don't deserve to stay inside the ground. He's ensuring that there are no half measures. No half-heartedness in any of the shots he's played. Not a single shot at anger as well. Such a nice little innings from Bhatti. And it's just getting started, I believe, because it's important for this partnership to continue. If Chicago Tigers soon want to hunt down this target of 126. As far as San Diego Surf Riders are concerned, they need to find the partnership breaker. Would it be Jain? Vedant Jain. First ball to Ali. Now to the right-hander. It'll be interesting. बिल्कुल आप बताओ फेवरेट टूर्नामेंट करा दो मैं आ जाऊँ आपके लिए टूर्नामेंट तो नहीं फिर मैं कुवैत जाऊँगा शायद आईसीसी के टूर्नामेंट्स में मैं यूजुअली वो करता हूँ ये नोटिस रहा है यार आपका मैं सोशल मीडिया देख रहा था मैंने सोचा कोई तो मिले जिनसे बात करूँ सोचा लाइटिंग चलेगी कितने बार न्यू Bit of a misfield will allow them a single. Went straight to the man. Good stop. 3 singles in the over. Vedant Jain's kept it tight so far. But with this kind of a target and the cushion deflating, this partnership is brewing nicely. They need a wicket. San Diego Surf Riders. Vedant Jain. First dot. 2 dots rather. First 2 dots in this over. Can he finish off with another one? Catch it is the call. In fact, this could be better. Not just a dot, it's a wicket. The partnership has been broken. Hayes plays a master stroke with captaincy yet again, as Vedant Jain was brought into the attack and he's provided the breakthrough. It's the mighty Bhatti walking back to the pavilion. Chicago Tigers lose their 4th for 66. Slightly wide, inviting him into that shot. Once again, it's a man at deep point who completes a very good catch.
One, two, three.
Ten overs gone, 66 for 4. Jain gave away just 3 runs, kept the pressure on. The last delivery, Bhatti wanted to score a boundary at least. Hits the ball up in the air and finds the fielder at deep point. A partnership has now been broken. More pressure on Saad Ali, who's on a run of ball 21 at the moment, as Prithvish Patel joins him. Prithvish Patel was very handy with the ball in hand. He's a classy all-rounder. Now needs to provide his services with the bat and be really good. As the partnership has been broken and the momentum has shifted towards the San Diego Surf Riders for a bit. Saad deliberately placing it in such a manner that he can comfortably complete a single. Nikhil Datta has been so good in his first over.
Right here too. Wherever it's quick, faster. You decide.
A good delivery once again. Nikhil Datta doesn't want Saad Ali to reach the pitch of the ball. It's a good length that he's been bowling. Point. Man at point. Will he be in business? As Saad so often wants to do this. Yes, he will be in business. Knowing that it's going to be tap and run, I still wonder, why was the fielder at point at the edge of the 30-yard circle? Why is he lagging back? Just hanging back there. Saad Ali right now is comfortably winning the tap and run game. No matter who is alongside him. It was Bhatti for a while. Now Prithvish Patel. Both of them very, very quick to respond. Just a half-hearted stroke there. Chip checked his shot in the end. No damage done though. Long on and long off. Both of them are as deep as possible. End of the over from Nikhil Datta. Just 4 runs of it. 11 overs gone. 70 for 4. Very tight delivery. I did not expect this to be the first delivery for sure, the batter. A quiet single here. Vedant Jain, he's not only picked up a wicket, he's kept it tied. Oh, that is a magnificent hit. Will join us here in the comms. That's Richie just showing some love. 11.3, 76 for 4 after that boundary. 6 runs in the first 3. This over is being nicely set up. Vedant gets it wrong. Oh, it's hit in the same region, but this time long off will run all the way there. Harish and cut it off. A poor delivery. So much so that all that the batter had to do was just mark his attendance. Everything else happened on its own. 5 runs packed in a gift with a ribbon on top given to Chicago Tigers. San Diego Surf Riders are losing the plot over here. Not only have they conceded a boundary of a poor delivery, our delivery even poorer now. This over is being torn apart. Cannot afford this much. Vedant Jain, he's picked up a wicket. He was looking decent in the first over. Just 5 runs of it. Good delivery this. Where was this one hiding? Eleven runs have come off it. A 4 came off the first over from Vedant then. 11 runs of this one with a ball to go. Has to finish with a dot ball. I think Ali would be looking for a single on the leg side. Not if that's the line. He's still looking for a single. It's gone straight to the fielder. It's well fielded. 12 overs gone. 83 for 4. 43 required in the last 8. This game's on. Quick single. Hayes, as always, very acrobatic. Setting an example for all the other boys. He's also suggesting age is just a number. Nikhil Datta, with a lot of experience of touring around the world. He's got to bring San Diego Surf Riders back into this game by pushing the required rate up. Saad Ali is holding this innings together once again. 42 required in 7.4. He's looking to cut the ball there, Prithvish. But it's just quicker for his liking. Nikhil Datta, will he change pace this time around? Will it be a slightly slower? It's very slow, in fact. It's got protection. Two runs in this over with 2 more balls to go. Nikhil Datta has done a tremendous job so far. Can he close it out well? Or with Saad Ali, who's searching for a boundary, get one. Luckily gets some pad on it to deflect it away. Otherwise, the keeper was waiting to gallop it, swallow that ball and stump it. Dislodge the bails. That didn't happen. Chicago Tigers lucky on that occasion. Saad Ali lucky on that occasion. Chicago Tigers need Saad Ali to anchor the innings from here. And at least a couple of players to bat around him.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Vedant Jain will continue. Little expensive in the previous over for his liking. The first over went for 4 and he picked up a wicket. Or just wide of the flying hay. That'll be much needed boundary. What a way to welcome Vedant. Just what the doctor ordered. Score a boundary, get a single. It's not a big target. 34 of 6.4 with 5 per over required. Those 5 runs have been achieved in the first 2 deliveries of this over. Whatever comes there hereafter would be bonus. Would be for the next over that they'll be targeting. And Saad Ali is quite clear with the plans. Every time he realizes that a boundary has been scored in the over, he doesn't want to take additional risk. He's quite content picking up a single by nurdling it around. Saad Ali's 27 of 31 might look slow, but it is one of the most tactically profound innings that we've seen in Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship this edition. This can be for more. Well done. Inches away from the boundary. This time it'll be too much for Harish. He'll join me up here in comms. I think the commentator needs to do his bit to retrieve the ball. It's taken quite a tonking, I can tell you that. A terrific shot indeed. He picked his spot there, and it was too full. It's a huge gap in the cow corner region. It's a wide long on, but still, if it's hit well, it will go for 4. If it's hit too well, it'll go for 6 of this kind. That's gone into the play area of the other ground. As soon as it was hit, everybody knew it was going to be 6. Right from the middle of the bat. 2 back-to-back boundary balls. One of them goes over the top and beyond. 14 overs gone. 100 comes up for Chicago Tigers. This has been a terrific recovery. 104 for 4. Will pick up two will suffice. Strong wind blowing. And the secret of that 6 being so long is also the fact that he's hit it with the wind. $106 for 4. Nikhil Datta's over can be nurdled around because they've targeted Vedant, their Chicago Tigers. They've got the required rate under 4, 3.5 now in a matter of 2 deliveries. Much better deliveries. Looking for that ball. Just trusted his partner, Saad Ali. And Patel took off. He had no clue where the ball went. Three runs of the over so far. Oh, put away. Poor delivery and didn't deserve to stay in the ground. Now Chicago Tigers in a hurry to finish it off. One ball to go. Nelson on the board. Oh, beautifully driven through. The second line of defense will cut it off, but 2 runs are more than what's required here. As far as this over is concerned for Chicago Tigers. Score moves on to 113 at the end of 15. Just 13 runs away from victory. As Saad Ali, 43 of 35, is taking his team home at the moment. Fifteen overs gone, 113 for 4. Chicago Tigers, who desperately required a victory, are now standing on the cusp of it after losing 3 early wickets. You look at the scorecard and say, what? 9 for 3 at some stage. In fact, 3 wickets fell much before that. And suddenly you're looking at 113 for 4. That is all because of some tactical brilliance from Bhatti and Ali. Saad Ali still out there. 12 required now. San Diego Surf Riders have nobody else but themselves to blame. 126 was never going to be enough on this kind of a pitch. But they gave a glimmer of hope to their side and their fans by picking up 3 important wickets up top. But one good partnership, that's all it required to take the game away from the San Diego Surf Riders. Saad Ali has been one of the wreckers in chief as far as San Diego Surf Riders are concerned, because he is the one who's still out there battling it out. And with a shot of this kind, no fielder will ever move. He's picking gaps so well. Saad Ali moves on to 47. Such a situational cricketer. He's timed his aggression to perfection. Short ball, pulled away, huge gap in the mid-wicket region. Nobody protecting mid-wicket. He doesn't have the pace as well. Harish to be bowling that bouncer or that length on this kind of a track. And Saad Ali, being himself, will pick up a single after scoring a boundary. Runs required in single digit. Now, of course, with that single, 7 required. 6 runs have come off this over and half an over yet to go. That appeal was out of frustration and given. He's got to walk now. And yes, he gets a start, Prithvish Patel. That was straight enough, says the umpire. Is this the wicket that was required? Or the back leg as well? He's very frustrated. The umpire took his time and the finger went up. In the end, a good shout. 6 runs and a wicket now. Harish needs to provide at least 2 more to set the cat amongst the pigeons. There isn't anything called the tail in the batting lineup of Chicago Tigers. But if they can expose 7 wickets over here, then they can put a lot of pressure on Chicago Tigers, even with just 7 runs to get. That man Saad Ali, who's right now at the striker's end, would be key. 48 of 37. He has played one of the best innings that we have seen in 2022 Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented to you by Sunoco. Shout out to our sponsor Dafa News as well. Dafa News, Sunoco, and of course Toyota. For 2 continuous years, been a part of this tournament. Thanks to them that this tournament's unfolding in such a magnificent way that it is right now. Slip and plays. Captain Hay attacking. Oh, had to delay the dive, and on this kind of an outfield, if you delay the dive, then it's too delayed. It's gone for 4. Mehta finds a boundary first ball. That ball had to be intercepted within the 30-yard circle. In the end, you just saw that the fielder escorted the ball to the boundary. It was big swing and a miss. It's got one more delivery, or in fact that was the final delivery indeed. 16 overs gone, 1, 2, 3 for 5, and Saad Ali would be on strike. Would he score the winning runs? It will be very befitting if he does so. Three required. 24 deliveries in hand. Saad Ali. He's done what has been the hallmark of his entire innings, quietly opening the face of the bat and picking up a single. No fuss whatsoever. He is not even looking at the fact that he's on 47. Had a chance of getting to a milestone had he gone for the big shot with so many overs to spare. He wants to get the job done. Of course, 48 at that time. Now that he's picked up a single, moves on to 49. He's left it to Mehta, who's already scored a boundary first ball that he faced, to try and finish this one up. 2 required. Or will Mehta pick up a single as well and give it to Saad? Got him! Here's Mr. Straight Ball. Some late drama in this game. Would like to see the field come up now with just 2 required. That's the end of Mehta. A flash in the pan. The first ball went for 4. Then misses a straight ball. Good delivery. Oh, what a good delivery. He's missed out. It was a huge gap between the bat and pad. And he's missed out on a ball that he otherwise could have at least defended, given the fact that his team is on the brink of victory. San Diego Surf Riders. They look back at this game as It's a big learning curve. Perhaps could have picked up more singles is what I feel. And I'm very sure many fans of the game, many fans of San Diego Surf Riders feel the same. And they go back to the drawing board and look at the 1 percenters. The boundary percentage was super fine, but the dot ball percentage would be risky. They have to borrow a leaf out of the book of Saad Ali and figure out the difference between 130 and a 140 can also be just 10 singles when you give away so many dot balls to the opposition. This one kept low, but it's wide as well. Saad Ali would be stranded on 49. That is if the batter gets any part of the bat on it and starts to run. Scores a level. Two slips in place. That is for the outside edge. Doesn't make contact. Saad Ali will not take a single. And if Saad says no, then it means that it is not a single. Because he's such a good judge of a run. Perhaps the best that we've seen so far. It's hurt the batter. It's hurt the batter as he takes his helmet off and is answering a few questions, which is just protocol. And it's important protocol. The concussion substitute will also get ready just in case he's called. Because sometimes this phenomena of concussion can set in slightly late as well. So it's important that some questions are asked. The eye movements are checked immediately after impact. Oh, good delivery. What a good delivery. Had to dig it out of the block hole. Where was Bhatti hiding? He's been given 10 deliveries to make an impact. And he's already picked up a wicket, of course. Perhaps another thing to go back to the drawing board too. The usage of Bhatti when he was going so well. Provided the breakthrough towards the end. Saad Ali wants that single. It's only us over here in commentary and of course watching the game as well. Others who wanted to see him lift the bat perhaps. He is quite content being 49 not out if it means for the victory of his side. It's a 49 in a winning course. Chicago Tigers win by 4 wickets, which looked like a distant dream after the engine room collapsed. Charan Sai Teja went first ball back to the hut. Karan Kumar was LBW by Zia Murad Zubair's terrific delivery. Syed Saad Ali, the one-man army who's humbled the San Diego Surf Riders with his 49 of 38 and the fact that he stayed there till the end to call it a captain's knock in the truest sense. There was a middle order which stumbled, but with Saad Ali at one end, it became very easy for Chicago Tigers to win in the end. Zubair Murad picked up a couple of wickets. Harish Kakani did the same. Samson Bhatti was amongst the wickets too towards the end. And Vedant Jain picked up one after the ball was launched straight into the hands of man in the deep. 125 for 8 is all that San Diego Surf Riders could manage. And they knew it was below par on a track which is not doing much. The batters can hit through the line as well. There is some extra bounce on some occasions. Nikhil Datta's 39 of 41 and Reddy's 30 of 18 was just a treat to watch. And Kakani's 28 of 29 was a good innings under pressure after the early wicket was lost. But it was Prithvish Patel for Chicago Tigers who turned things around with a ball in hand. 31 and 4 important wickets for the 31 runs he gave away. Sohail was terrific. And so was Kumar as they pick up 1 apiece in just 3 overs out of their quota of 4. Chicago Tigers in reply, 126 for 6. And in the end, they cruise to pick up a 4-wicket win after losing 3 wickets early on under 10 runs. Saad Ali's 49 of 38 is an innings of substance, an innings that tells the young kids watching this is how you cultivate an innings This is how you sneak the singles because the target is not a big one. Bhatti stayed there, 36 of 33, providing lovely assistance to Saad Ali's brilliance at the other end. And Prithvish Patel with his quick fire 20 also chipped in at the right time. In the end, Chicago Tigers reach 126 with ease and pick up 2 important points and a much needed win to boost their morale. That's all we've got for you. And it was wonderful bringing this game to you. I'm Suhas Vedam, and I really hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing this game. We'll meet you next week from different part of the country. Until then, it's goodbye.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.